Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our crazy Commander Sovel run, taking as many of these random events as possible, so cleaned up Act 1 pretty quickly. As it turns out, when you don't have to take all the fights you possibly can, you can actually get through the acts at a relatively blinding speed. So let's have a quick map of our way through. I think we saw last time there's a path that has 4 of these, so I think we go up here, fight, random, and then that's definitely the way to go. There's no way you're going to do better than 4 anywhere, so that's the way to go. Couple more of these guys. I was thinking about how to rename some things. Obviously, if you've from the first part, you've seen the song I've used for the intro. Well, obviously, there's a very easy thing I could name the Dreadnought. I just kind of gives away that I record the first part and then pick the song afterwards. So there you go. It's definitely the Crazy Train, the Dreadnought. That makes perfect sense. I was also thinking about the dragon a bit. Windtail's obviously not great. So ridden by Kuki, Windtail. I'll keep the W. I'll call you Wacky. There you go. We have Kuki and Wacky. Names I can come up for with weird stuff. Nutty Knight, and I'll leave you two for now. Maybe I can come up with some stuff for the flying machine and handgunners later. Otherwise, as we just take more of these, as many as possible. But we can start here because there's no reason. Take at least some fights so we can give ourselves a fighting chance. Haha. The one potential downside to this kind of run is that it's very, very random chance based. Oh, who would have guessed? But you can get quite lucky if you get the good ones, or be in rather dire straits if you don't. You can go on the flank, and then you can go on the other flank. Flying machines, flying targets in the middle, and then you just sort of hold the center and shoot stuff. So we've got perfect crossbowman. I can get that. That's going to be really bad news for you because he's going to get cannoned. Yeah, the one thing that can threaten you is the power 8 cannon. So before it shoots me, what I should probably do is use mechanical expertise to make it defense 9. So that even against the power 8 cannon, you still get to save on 3+. I'll do that immediately. I'll forfeit the rest of my shooting because I can't really. I don't want you to rush up and get hit by a crossbow unnecessarily, so just kind of hang around here. And we can just pass a bunch because I've already done what I need to. Have these come towards me. If you want to take a few crossbowmen out so they get less shots, that wouldn't be a terrible idea. 25% of the way there. Who are they going to shoot at? Well, currently they'll probably shoot at the handgunners, which is a bit annoying. I don't want the handgunners to be shot, so I'm just going to get you out of the way this way. I presume they'll prioritise you in that case, which is what I actually want. Yeah. No, they still came after the handgunners anyway. Well, there you got me there. Well done. Ow. Me. Okay, let's just rush you up here in vengeance. I don't think I can quite reach them this turn, I'm afraid. No, it's not going to happen. I'll go straight. So that doesn't work. 14.6, it doesn't work. 14, yeah, I can't get there to catch them. 7, nope. Okay, one turn and then next turn I can hammer them. Get cannoned all 3 shots, but 3+ to save. No damage. Haha. So at least once, I'll probably be clever and actually put the dragon onto it, because fly over there and catch it one turn. It depends where this winds up. So I'm going to wait for that to move forward, and that will reveal where I can put Wacky. Okay, close enough to start roasting these guys. Poor, pretty close. I don't think so. 0.9 yet. Again, they're also just safe. Okay, so I need to move any further forward. Oh, they cleverly moved that unit first. Okay. I come over here instead. Got pretty good range, but not so much I can just ignore the enemy, so let's try and position somewhat competently. That obviously gets me, and the problem is they're going to come striding forward, which kind of blocks my line of sight a bit, so I need to kind of go as far as I can that way. I can still see them. Halberdiers move faster than Foot Knights, remember, so they're actually going to get closer to me, so they might be close enough to touch me there, so I can't go further this way. Twist a bit, just so I can just about see him. So I can clearly see it now. I think I'm safe because that's only 1 point of difference. And hopefully they don't move into such a way that they block line of sight. Worth a try, I think will work. I'm more interested in being in the right spot than burning anything this turn. Okay, I can just about manage it. Oh, are you serious? They reached me. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Let's see what happened. I seemingly got away with it. Phew. Just barely. He's going to turn and shoot you. I can't do anything about that, so we'll just use some other units first. Don't put any more shots at those because they're just going to die in a second. So go for the halberdiers instead. And then back away. Interesting decision. Again, I'm going to wait till they move. Let's use you first then. Crushing Shards or Hex of Ruin, something. You'll absolutely kill this in a turn, no problem. So maybe just save all of these for more useful things later. Still after my poor crossbows. Okay. I can get 4 back now, heal 2 or 3 for free, so I'll get it up to full size anyway. Now they've wasted their own time, I can just do this. I'm going to have you distract the big block of Foot Knights there by doing this. No need to actually engage it, but you can float around and be a headache. And then pistols. You are pretty potent with your... Halberds are actually a super hard counter to the Crazy Train because they ignore the defense of the target. They always wound you on no worse than a 4+, so us being defense 9 is irrelevant. They'll still get wounds on 4s. The very last unit you would want to engage with a Dreadnought. Let's just back off, I suppose. Dragon come recharge them in a second. There's Kuki. 4 hits, 3 wounds. And then Wacky does the other 4 wounds. Perfectly even division of labour there. Their backline basically completely dealt with already. After my handgunner, well, let's do this first. Do I want to use this turn? No, I'm fairly confident you can hack your way through 9 crossbowmen, especially because they're now Imperial Elite, so you get to reroll hits. So hitting on 3s, rerolling is 88% chance to hit with 12 attacks, so like 10 hits on average. And then power 5, defense 3, they'll kill not quite all of them, but almost all of them, and then they'll run. So I'll save this for when I have to fight something a bit scarier. That leaves these 2. Well, if you want to move and shoot first, to about 4 and then turn around. Costs you half of your movement to turn around 180. Perfectly safe, good. They've ignored me there, so the Halberders or the Foot Knights? I'll go with the Foot Knights because after this is dead, I'll then use them to recharge this unit. So just soften them up a bit would be worth it to get rid of some of those annoying ranks. It'd be more effective to shoot this unit with our damage output, but hey. Go after the dragon, well, okay, I guess I can just ignore them as a basic strategy. Eventually they'll have to give up a back charge. Steam tank, I guess it's just stuck with these. 0-1s. No damage, excellent work. Is it? So when I say 10, well 11, still okay, we'll start with 11 and the rerolls are irrelevant. 2 left. I'm happy to ignore 2. Can I immediately recharge into the Knights? See if I can clip them there. Yes, perfect. And a bunch of side charges here. With your movement you can do even better than that, so don't bother. Definitely curse standard this turn because they're quite durable. You're nice and close to me, but good news, I can just fly through. Run up here and shoot them in the back. We had a couple more handgunners here, this would be a lot faster. You won't catch them, and in fact what I can do now, because you've positioned sort of badly, is I can just do this. That has decreased the rank. No, I can still see, I can recharge either unit if I want to. Whatever. Hex of Ruin, I'll probably Hex of Ruin this because I'm only power 5 against defense 5, so they get 4 up saves, which is annoying. There you go, now they get 6 up saves. It's a really good break point to use it. That rallies, well, there's an easy solution there. Don't want you shooting at me, so I'm just here and get rid of you. Maximum damage. Steamed. Fully steamed. And it's nothing to... It's kind of out of range. Oh, you were. You need to do no damage to the foot knights with your steam gun. 1. Or we're on turn 4, so another 17 times 4, 40, 68 turns, give or take, and you'll be through them all. 18 attacks, 3's rerolling, 16 hits, great, and then 6s, killing 15 of them. Which is the unit exactly, there was 15. Great work. Do you want to just kill? Yeah, let's just get rid of these now while we have the chance. I'm kind of hopeful that they turn around foolishly and just give me an easy rear shot. Do you want to use this now? Against halberdiers? Yeah, go on. Good. Doing exactly what I wanted there. Thank you. I'm going to do the same thing. You can't escape because they're so close I can't twist out of the way, so take a point blank volley. Can you get out the way? Yes. Can't quite steam gun them though. We just came further this way and then turned around. Yes. Double 1. It's actually 2-1. Nope. Foot Knight's pretty resilient to being steamed. Here. They won't get through all of 14 of them, so I'll reduce their numbers a bit. That's really close enough to take a short range shot. What difference does that make? Cookie now getting to reroll, so better. Still power 6. It's 3, and then Wacky. Full house. Also 6s. Kills another. So there's 2 left. Can't hit back. The worst discipline roll possible. I think I can just flame breath rather than having to charge them again. Accept. 2-2, that's good enough. Unless they roll 6-5-5, okay, so you're still there. I care. I guess I could. I was going to say I could Hexaver in this, but it makes it from a 5 up to a 6, so it's not worth it. But I'll do good enough anyway. They don't rally, so just ignore them. Everyone else, your range damage is this unit. Rolling double 1. Okay, if you want to roll double 1 to double 3, that's fine. Interesting steam animation there. It's very much like a flamethrower. I didn't move out the way. Okay, well, I'm going to have to side charge them then. A bit lazy there. Getting a whole load of them. Oh, they're already routing this turn, so it's irrelevant. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I gamed it out perfectly and didn't move out the way. So we have a max unit size of 10, so I'm pretty sure if I get enough passive regeneration, 2, and then I can put 4 back on exactly. So a full unit. Great. Wacky leveled. Skill wounds or replenishment, I don't particularly need any of the other ones. So being skill 6 is kind of nice because eventually we'll encounter skill 5 enemies, so we hit them easier and they struggle to hit us. And that's it. You're healthy enough. You're healthy enough. You're healthy enough. And you're obviously healthy enough. Good. Much better. Now for just this one, obviously we're going to have to forfeit a random event because we can access far more of them by popping up here. So we'll play the long random event game. Me first. Side. It'd probably be easier for you to position around this way. Flying units, you can just ignore. Flying units ignore the movement penalties. You can just stick them in these woods, not care. Bunch of hounds, bunch of fast things. Annoyingly, the bigger units are on that side, so you've got not much to do here. Can't shoot me, so you might as well just pass a bunch. Now, in terms of shots, your ideal target would be the 1 wound hounds. So start reducing those. And just back away. So what are you going to do? You're going to come forward. Can you fit through there? Yeah, a bit of a hard ask, but I think they'll just about manage it. So they're going to come, all of this is just going to come racing forward. There's not much I can do about it. Your defense 7, these are power 3, 4 in the charge, so getting more defense there is unnecessary. The only one you would need it against are the hounds, because they're 4-5 in the charge. So as long as you don't charge the hounds head on, you can ignore that, whereas you would benefit from being defense 7 against both of these targets. So I'll use mechanical expertise on yourself this battle. Before I do that, do I want to try and wait to see if I can catch any of these somehow? Maybe by doing this. I can rush up there and then burn the hounds a bit. Here comes the first one. Can I get out the way, do you think, to get a flank? Not with that much movement, but if I use the extra movement speed, I can probably just about get out the way. So I will. I'll do it immediately. Full steam. I got up to 12, don't I? I can get there and then twist. Yes, now I can flank you. Pretty sure there's enough space to squeeze myself in there. There's no way anyone else can get through. That doesn't matter, we can ignore that. It's going to be basically impossible to get the flying machine into the correct spot here, but I guess I can safely put myself there because there's no way they can charge me, they'll be intercepted, so I'd much rather steam gun the... Just wait here in kind of slyly in hiding behind their own unit, and then pounce next turn. Are they going to be able to get fast enough to get around here and see me? Probably, actually, they are pretty quick. Do this first. I don't know what steam gun can hide like right in the corner there. If I intend to do that regardless, I should probably just move first anyway. Surely they can't get around here and catch me there. Steam a horse. Forward they come, so you want to go engage those. Well, I'm going to ignore you because much better off using the dragon to counter those, and the knights can cut through one of these big blocks. It's my one unit that has a lot of attack, so it's more effective against the large infantry wedges. They were that fast. God blimey, look at them go. How is it? Well, you can do that one to start. There are no charges I want here. Why didn't they charge me? Because it's front arc and they can't fit. Silly hounds. So my positioning did actually work in the end. We're after you, we don't care. Okay. So they haven't moved yet, but again we'll use both the handgunners and the engineer into you this turn. See how many of these we can kill. 5 up is a shame. Even if I moved, I don't think I'll get to short range, so just take the long range shot. Oh, this isn't bad for 5+. Already halfway there. Haven't reached you, which is very lucky. So how are we going to do this? It all depends on where that goes. So they haven't moved to 2 hound units, so what are still active. So if I do this first, maybe I can just kill them before they get to function. Worth a try. 5 is an excellent start. So there's only 1 left, so if you get a lucky pistol shot, inch forward, so it's 3+. 1 hit is all we need. Got him. Good shot. That's all clear now. You can just pop through. They're not really going anywhere, so I can use the dragon to tie you up. This. Rear charge them after burning them, of course. Hex of Ruin. Your power 6, their defense 4. Hex of Ruining this unit would count for doing a bit more damage, so why not? With those effectively tied with the dragon, I can move these forward to... I can intercept either of these. Probably that one in actuality, because this one's going to waste its time trying to catch this unit and will never succeed. So let's get rid of these 2, and then this flank is clear. Four hits, which isn't bad, and then 6s because Hex Ruin. They're all double 6 annoyingly. I even take a wound. Yeah, that 1 wound they did means they get to hold in combat. Might be in it for a bit of a long slog now. Easily clean up the right flank. Go after me, it's not too threatening. I'm not going to use any abilities. Well, I can use this one certainly. Go up to 18 attacks between the whole squad. That's fine. That's not too much of a hassle because what I suppose I can do is just you use your ranged weapons here. I actually intend to get you to here and then recharge that unit. See if I can do combined damage to break them. This will be freed up to come engage this next turn. So come to there and then turn and then recharge that next turn. You that one or that one. I could probably just use the Knights or the Dragon to kill that, so I'm actually going to prioritise the unit of Horsemen. Yeah, 5 damage. They're pretty good handgunners. Do I need abilities to kill 4 hounds? Nope. Do I want to use anything else? They're already... I'm only power 5 against defense 4. They get 5 up saves. I could use it over here. Lets me hit them on 6s again, so that could be good. I think I'll wait until you charge in and then I'll use Hex of Ruin to definitely eliminate it that turn. 3 hits, 2 wounds, no ones this turn, so no damage. Still holds up. I'll get them next turn. Over there, Kuki. Oh, and then yeah, Wacky loves the taste of dog, it seems. 18 re-rolling. 13 is actually 17 of 18, not bad. 10. Hit back once, so I can't even lose a knight. Take the wound. Then we got 2 each. First, I could do that now. I'm going to hold off because they might just run away on their own, and I think it's more important that these 2 units help against these 2. We're already coming back there anyway. Where are you going to go is the question. If he stays there looking at you, that's fine, because I can ignore this one and rush over. If he turns to face you, that's going to be a bit of a problem for our poor handgunners. The handgunners first. I'm not going to be able to escape this unit regardless if I wait, so might as well just do some damage whilst you can. 4 left is pretty easy to manage. If they were to turn, where would I want them to turn? Further this way, it makes them easier to flank, so I'm just going to run in this direction as far as I can. They remain in that direction, fine, okay. Can I get through because of that annoying wood? No, the wood is going to slow me down, so I'd have to use the dragon in that case. Position here. Nope, further. There you go, I can easily get into here and recharge, so if I'm going to use you regardless, I should probably like run by, flame that unit as I go. Correctly. Am I clear? Good. You can do the rear charge for me. Hex of Ruin this now, so we can definitely kill it. They rally, so I guess that's what you're doing. And you can distract the Axeman next turn. 3s, so Honouring does a wound. Every point we get here is good for combat resolution. 6s. It's a defense 1 target, you're not going to struggle to hurt them. No damage. Tough as nails. Machines here. We win by 8 and they're only discipline 7, so we've got them. Deal with the horses. Wacky's obviously developed a taste for horse meat. Dog and horse. All quadrupeds are delicious. Coming this way, which is annoying because, well, I presume this is going to be dead, at which point you can just flee to avoid being hit in the back. And to guarantee it, I'll give you Furious Charge to really hurt them. Everyone else just does range damage. Start. Fly over there. Oh, okay. 5, 6, 6, 4, 5, 5. Pistol works great. So precision fire is what you need to defeat Northern Axes, it seems. 8 points of movement really isn't a lot, I'm realising. With our rerolls, they should be nice and consistent. Full house for Kuki. Off 1.5, and Wacky. Off the other 2. All clear. 9 hits is actually 10. There's 11 of them left, so I suppose there'll technically be some Norseman axes, all 2 of them. Just enough morale to apparently let them keep fighting. they're out in this turn, so I'm just going to flee the dragon to avoid damage and then call it. Skip. That would charge that and kill that, and then these three would just range DPS those until there's nothing left. Or we can skip the rest. Is that effectively a perfect battle? Yeah, I mean, we took no damage, and then the single entities always heal at least one, so everyone's up to full HP. Excellent. The gun's leveled again. Ignore penalties for difficult terrain. Well, that's, you know, nice and all, but I suppose it's better than either of those two, so why not? There you go. Ignore terrain. And then the tank definitely wants to go with the attacks because it's just not consistent enough offensively for me to feel safe charging it in. Gold on everyone. Which is well timed because we're about to go... Well, no, we'll do the random event first. Okay, so we have a choice. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Get a random number of gens. So obviously I managed to figure out, as you saw from the last part, I could get the wheel working. I use the one on my phone originally so that the one on the wheel is kind of post made, but it reflects what I actually get here. So bolt thrower 1, dwarven flying machine 2, dwarf bolt thrower 3. So 1 to 3. Let's generate. Ta-da! 3. We're going with the dwarven bolt thrower. Higher. Welcome aboard. Go into the shop. So I'll do a wheel immediately as I get a choice between 1, 2, or 3 for our units there. So generate another one, spin the wheel. 2. Imperial Mortar, the cheap one, that's good. Okay, we have 204 left to spend, so okay, it's turned into somehow a Dwarven Imperial Army hybrid force. RNGesus demanded it, so in terms of 200 is pretty good, and get extra attack for Auric. Engineer. Do I want defense and wounds on you? Not really, it's not a good one. Don't need that, don't need that. Maybe the great weapon for when you charge. That would be really good for the movement, so 154 left. I took 50, that's 100, so 104 remaining. What can I do with 104? I can give you Banner of Fury, that's really good. Leaving me with 54. Perhaps the Banner of Mist on that unit would be, so they don't get shot so much and killed over and over again. Yeah, that's good, so we'll give you the extra... the great weapon would be nice as well. We'll see. So, Relentless and Movement are the way to go. Banner of Fury, definitely, because it makes them power 6 on the charge, which is a good break point. A lot of defense 3 stuff we're encountering. 54 left. Well, the Banner of Mist and the great weapon together would be 60, so I can't get both. So I'm more concerned with Orin hitting things, or the handgun as being slightly more resilient to range damage, or maybe even the Nutty Knights. What am I more concerned with? Well, I guess you can fly around and shoot things effectively. You might get more magic items later. Oh, you're doing fine as you are. I'm just going to buff up the characters. Yeah, we're 6 gold shy of getting... I don't need a Banner of Valor, so I think we can live with that. There's another one. So there you go. We have artillery now. That's the random dice demanded that we have a bunch of artillery in the back line. So there you are. Not that I'm going to complain. Great. Yes, we have another random event. Mercenaries. Do we want... They'll take all of my subsequent gold, but they'll be pretty strong. I mean, I'm not going to have much gold at all to work with, but I have to take it. This is what the random event has provided, so welcome aboard. Sunshimmer Wardens. What an eclectic army. Usually with the runs we do, they're always themed, so you don't usually see me taking the mercenaries or the extra things, but I have to take them all this time. So there's your human, elf, dwarf army. Fine. You win, Sovel. If that's what you want to see, that's what you get. I have a choice here. I could take the elite or the standard, because then after that it's going to be a bunch of gold. I think we'd be well advised to take the elite to try and get some gold, otherwise we're not going to have any. So we're going to take the slightly harder path. And Shadow Master Itch. Cool, 6 for me. We're going to do this. Or open terrain for you to work with. You'll probably like being over here. You can go on that side. We've got a bunch of... City Guard are technically a hybrid, like, ranged spear unit, but they've got really good bows and arrows, so I can use you as range support. You two at the back, because you'll kill big things. So unlike so. Fly over terrain, so maybe you in the center sort of thing. Don't block the line of sight of him too much. like that's probably reasonable. Should be able to angle some stuff through there. Got long rifles, and so these are the priority. We can shoot and kill them before they can bother me. Who would be most effective at shooting them is the question. I get 10 shots, skill 4, rerolling 1s, or 10 shots, skill 3. So 4 up rerolling 1s or 3 up to hit. I think that'd actually be better, or you can mortar them. Mortar being 2d3 plus 1 power 4. Could I even angle them with the mortar from here? Yes, I think I can pick off that unit with the mortar. So that's a good shout. And I can put both of your damage into that one. To try and assassinate a long rifle to start. Double 1. Great start. Yeah, so you just kill one. They're wasting their time with the wrong units, which is good. So instead what I'll do is I'll probably just devote all of my damage into one target. So we get them down 4 ups to hit. That's great. That might finish them. No, they've got half a wound left. That's a shame. And now I have to make a decision with these handgunners. But it's not a decision. I can't reach him, so we'll just go with that unit instead. Not visible yet. There we go. 5 up for rolling 1s. Oh, that's dreadful. We've been better off just shooting him, but okay, we're starting to get through. To do any more range damage though, I'd have to start flying units up here, and they haven't moved yet, annoyingly. Well, I intend to flank one of these with the knight, so I can just have you come up here and then probably twist. Don't get close to the long rifle, he can hurt you. Oh no, you can do it. I see. Why can't I draw a line of sight? Because the dragon is right in the way. So if I move you first, I can't. Well, there's so much. I think I'm squinting at the screen. I'm pretty sure that's his range cone there. So can I even get close enough to burn it? Maybe, but I'd definitely be in. Reckon they're like vengeance range, which I don't really want to participate with. So I'd love for you to bolt that one because you do double wounds with all of your shots. So that would be a good target for you. And if somebody else could just scratch the last wound off of him, there's not really any way for me to do so, I'm afraid. You'd probably be better off just moving with someone else first. Yeah, if you lose a knight, so be it. It's not the end of the world. I think one of these would come forward and then I can at least gauge their maximum movement. Not as of yet. Do you want to use mechanical expertise first? How strong are these? Power 5. So I had a 5-up save. I could give you like a maxed out. Well, these are pretty strong monsters facing, so I'm going to make you defense 9. Seems like a reasonable idea. Has that unit moved yet? I don't think so. It's still blue. Maybe I'll wait for you to move. Wait, can I draw a line of sight if I twist like that? Oh, I think I saw it there. There's a there. I saw it again. There. Gotcha. No hits. Excellent start. At least I can now see where they get to, so I can probably fly you over there. Kill the wound on the last one. You never get to shoot us. That just leaves one alive. That'll probably end up with you getting flanked. Or I can just run you away. Good of that. Good. What I thought would happen. Other things, they haven't gone yet, so... Can I get up there far? I'm now 23 move, which is pretty great. In fact, I can get you up here and have you shoot that one. And then gauge, rear charge that unit so you can get all the way back here. So that'll take care of that and save you. You might get pursued by those, but you can flee from those easily enough, so that seems like a good idea. 5 is an excellent start. Okay, they rolled 5, 6, 6, 6 and saved themselves a load of damage. That's annoying. That unit should be gone. Oh, I'd much rather use mechanical expertise than shoot. I guess I can wait to use mechanical expertise a turn because it's not like you're going to get into combat, so let's use the gun this turn instead. 2 hits, good start. Great. If they didn't roll such an obscene roll, they would all be gone. Just to get to limp on. Nothing else I can do at range, so just stand there and do a little bit of like long range-ish damage against these targets. No, they're actually so fast I can't hit them, so just stand there. You're going to shoot you. I don't care. You might take at most 2 wounds. There you go, you're fine. Do that to prevent you from being charged. So we have our... I can't charge that because you got in the way, but it's the world. After me here. If somebody would... Oh, that you Hex have ruined this target, but they can't fight me because they're facing the wrong way. So I'll just do this to start. Defense 9. None of this stuff can really hurt me anymore. Right, that mortar is in trouble because I'm going to have to either charge this or run away. This would be a good one because you're good at monsters because you do double wounds. So if you want to hit anything, good hit. 2 wounds to start. Third of the way there. If I just back off a touch, maybe I can charge that one instead. We'll see how that pans out. This is obviously all still active. They'll probably break and run, so where is that going to go is the question. Let's just get rid of you while I have the chance. How many of you got the range? Take liberty to get out of the range of the big scary monster. There we go. 1 hit, great. That is good enough. Definitely not being charged there. Here you come. So who do I get to face? It'll probably be him directly. In which case you're better off just kiting with the mortar. I'll show you what I mean in a moment, but in essence, I'm going to have to use you anyway, so let's just move you this way. I can see both of them. He can't reach me to flank, so I could charge that, but it depends that's closer, so I end up drawing the line to that unit. It'll be power 7 against defense 9, so yeah, unfortunately I still only get a 3-up save or a 2-up. It really is very strong. There's no way to nullify its charge, I'm afraid, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. We'll take a bit of damage on the first turn, so be it. Soften up the one you're about to fight, I guess. So, oh, good start. After him, we can ignore that. Well, if you're going to have to run away anyway because he's going to have to fight, let's just do that now. So yeah, with these artillery pieces, you either shoot or you reposition. Move or shoot, so we're going to run because I don't want to get monstrositied. You can wheel freely, so it's actually very versatile once you pick the move option. Didn't reach us there, which I'm very grateful for. We have 2 units left, which is that big block. And nothing else, seemingly. You want to do this? I suspect you'll break and kill that anyway, so after that you can then go straight into that unit of skulkers. Do that to start and fly over. Immediately engage that monster where you're so inclined. Doesn't matter. And then what are you going to do is the problem, because you're going to tie up both of these. So maybe come back this way to help me with this stuff. I still have another unit of archers spare. Ignore those because you're wasting damage out. Better off coming over here. I know they get 2-up saves, but any damage we can put onto these is means a lot. Force them to roll 1s or not. There, 1 hit from Orin, killing 1, and I kill another 3, so that's 4. They have terrible discipline as rats, so if you can beat them, they usually just run away immediately. Have to take that on. You then recharge this one. I could do that, but I'd rather you fly around and make your presence known. What have they done? The Hex have ruined me, so I've gone down to defense 6. That's kind of annoying. I guess I can do the same thing against you in a second. So you're obviously still mobile. I'll do this immediately. Actually, if I wait, maybe you'll move into a better range for me. So let's use someone else. Who do I want to use? Maybe you would be a good start. You can't actually hit the intended target. I can see immediately here that I'm going to have to move to safety regardless. So let's move you. Can't quite hit the intended target, but that's a good target. It's going to be quite scary in their damage output. The monster, so you will now get... Unfortunately, if I don't choose to run, I'm in trouble, but I think between all of these I can probably do some nice damage. Full house, so yeah, fail some 4-ups, dead instantly. Way to go, Bolt Thrower. You're in trouble, because even if you survive this unit flanked and killed, I think the Dreadnought's not long for this world. Choose to do nothing. I could throw the dragon in there and perhaps between our combined DPS and just doing damage, we might win combat res. They haven't moved. They're probably going to come after you, in which case we're done anyway. So let's just move you over here. As I fly by, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, hopefully pick off the flaming unit. If I do, great. Send myself into doing... Can I get into the rear arc of... No. Let's try it. Just take the side charge into the monstrosity. While I'm at it, make it defensively. We can both play the Hex of Ruin game. You didn't reach me there. Saw that coming. Start reducing their numbers. They rally, but then you can just chain kill those. What are you going to do? Just have you turn around and kill that before I run away? Because then I can have the more agile flying machine come over help instead. You're going to struggle to actually get into a position to be of any use. So I'll have you quickly finish off that one. Free you up. Here's the headache. So it's going to do really well the first time because it gets to reroll, and I'm only defense 6. Yeah, I take 4 wounds. Cursed Hex of Ruin. I don't hit well at all despite my better skill. I do 3 wounds, but I lose because they charged. No, they got 4 wounds on me. But I hold. Okay, it'll get better now because I think they wasted their other Hex of Ruin use. 3 should be enough to get them to go away. Yeah. Those are for me. Have a big mosh pit combat here. This is fine. You're just going to come back. If they rally, I think I can charge straight into them again. It's annoying, I can't use the mortar now without running away, so I'll have to do that. Do this. Do I need to kill 8 rats? No, that's a waste. Obviously loves to do something to stop you. Hopefully I'm hopeful I can win this combat via combat res by so much that they just end up breaking and won't. They'll die, so the fearless one will be dead, and then these aren't fearless with terrible discipline. So I'm pretty sure you might die. Well, you're defense 9, so probably not. Yeah, I think we can get away with it. What can I do to stop you from being a massive headache then? Probably just flee the dragon afterwards, actually. I wouldn't be so concerned. Let's start killing this. Okay. All my ranged output into this one now. So they rallied, well, you can deal with that as well. My blocks of 10 archers. So I don't get the use of the most effective anti-infantry artillery piece, but, well. Can I flee? Can you flee? No, because I'd be forced to choose either. I don't know if I'm legally allowed to flee. Artillery, I don't have the choice, so just walk this way. Hopefully they aggro onto someone else, I can start mortaring them. You don't need to waste your time on this side anymore. So here. 1-2. Excellent shot. And this, either Hex of Ruin this one, so I can do more damage to it effectively, or allow myself to reroll hits. Well, I'm what? Power... attack, unyielding. I don't increase my power on the charge, so I'm up to 6 against defense 6, or 5 against defense 6. So it would change all of the wound rerolls, or I can just let myself reroll hits. And I would hit on 3s anyway. Probably more effective to use Hex of Ruin. I think that's accurate. It just comes down to the hit roll. Don't roll. There you go. We rolled 5 for 5. Good. Made the right choice. It's 5 points of combat res instantly. Take 1 wound from that. You do another 3. Great. You take 1 there, so I win by a whole bunch. I'm not even done yet. There you go. I win by 11. So they'll go and they'll run. That's exactly what I was hoping for. So here, that's a very dead unit of small rats. To a man. Can I clip? Oh, I don't know if I can catch those. If I can't, I can probably just run around them anyway. Charged up, we're going to flee because halberdiers would chew a monster apart, what they're designed to do. Safety now somehow. Okay, right, they're somehow still on the field. Apparently the AI is allowed to pass through impassable terrain as it sees fit. I didn't even check if I could do that charge. Never mind. I'll just race around in a second. Bombard here. 2, 3, 4. Great shot. Oh, they made it even easier for me. How kind. That dealt with. They've rallied, but you can't move legally back there. They might just be wedged forever. See what happens. Can I even target them, like shooting? No, because the terrain stops. You can see the shooting arcs there, so literally unreachable in any capacity. We don't have to worry about that one, so we can ignore that arc, just more damage into this unit. How many of these are going to be left, do you think? How many was rolling like that? The Halberdier and the Warlock. Say that, probably not even that. And more Halberdier, Warlock's with 2 wounds. So you might have to recharge this one to save Crazy Train here. I don't know if I can wiggle away. Use my extra movement instead of shooting. No, I got away with it. That's all we can do. Well, the most effective choice here would actually be, you've got 2 wounds, so a single one of these going in, instant kills him. You can pivot, but you can't actually move, so you're stuck out of bounds forever. You might as well use a Curse Standard now, because there's not going to be other fights. Just leaving this full. Get hosed down by arrows, mortars, ballistas, and flintlock pellets. Oh, and steam guns, of course, how could I forget? Unfortunately, Hex of Ruin really cost us there. We took 4 wounds in that first round of combat with the monstrosity, so not for that we'd be at 6 of 8, and then we'd regenerate 1 for free at the end screen, so we'd be like 7 of 8 after the battle. I'm just doing this to get the morale down. Can't quite angle them because of the silly positioning I put there. That's a shame. I'm a fraction of an inch off actually hitting them with the mortar. That's not going to count no matter how I click it. Just have to get the handgunners out of the way next turn. This will also speed up the depreciation. Yep, those 7 guys die 11 times. Oh, that's 15. Routing this turn. There's nothing else to do. We can just skip. I'm going to put the... Let's see. You're still stuck there. Do you want to put the range damage in to see if I can kill them? Pretty impressive the amount of damage I can do here with rolling like that. Handgunners rolling really isn't amazing, I'm realizing. Mortar to start. Donk. Phase. Arrow fire. I'm pretty sure we can kill them. No, the chieftain there might just about limp through. Shoot everyone else first, and then I'll use the bolt throw at the end if it's just the chieftain left. Try and min-max our damage output. 1 wound, so it is just the chieftain now. If you can do 1 wound here, that'd be great, because he's only got 1 left. 1 for the purposes of firing a bolt throw at him. Yeah, oh, 666, he's definitely dead. So, there you go, we did wipe them out. Except for the broken unit over there. Just ignore those. Well, we said it would be a random campaign, and includes things just coming apart at the seams and breaking down, it seems. Still not bad, is it? We're still, yeah, it's 6 of 8, that's perfectly livable. Cookie leveled. Yay, Recruiter. Recruiter's really nice. Just make our guys stronger on spawn. That would have been great a second ago, because we just got like 3 units in quick succession, but never mind. Orin leveled. Attacks would be good, because I'm actually using them in combat a fair amount. His accompanying flying machine. Interesting. +1 hit, so whenever I use the steam gun when I roll the dice, I can either reroll ones or get the hit. I'm pretty sure this is just better. And the Nutty Knights. Ignore difficult terrain. It's pretty cool for them, being able to walk through terrain and not caring. I would prefer the gold though, because I'm going to be making very little with the mercenaries sucking my income out of me every turn, so I'm just willing to ignore that. avoid terrain with them. You're full HP, you're full HP, you're close enough. Full HP, full HP, full HP, and then 4 or 5 is close enough. There you go. So we can still make some cash, even with the mercenaries leeching off of us. I think I'll stop that there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I do appreciate it. If you have any notes on what you'd like to see for Sovel runs, then please do let me know. I'm happy to take feedback on board. I still do take the time to stop and read all the comments. Or if you just want to chat with me and us down in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.